J&J is planning to launch the biggest clinical trial of a coronavirus vaccine to date. By late September, the company hopes to enlist up to 60,000 people worldwide to test its vaccine candidate. That's double the size of other studies that have either started or are planned to start soon, including those from Moderna, Pfizer and AstraZeneca. It's unclear why J&J is planning a much bigger late-stage trial than other companies, though the man who might have the answer is Dr. Scott Gottlieb, and he joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What could be the take on this? Is this a sign that they have confidence that they will be getting better results than others?
Well, they said up to 60,000 patients. It actually probably would work the other way. If you thought that the treatment effect wasn't going to be that robust, you might want to enroll more patients. Now, that's not the reason I think they're doing a larger trial. I think the reason that they're proposing to potentially do a larger trial, it's not clear that they're going to enroll up to 60,000 patients. They said the trial may be that big, is because this looks like a global development program, and they may be doing large trials in simultaneous countries and regions to file for regulatory approval in those different parts of the world. A lot of the trials that you're talking about, the 30,000 patient trials, were done in one or a few regions of the world, so they're not truly global trials. J&J may be seeking to conduct this study in multiple different countries so that they can file for approval in those countries. It's often the case that foreign regulators and even U.S. regulators will require you to run a trial in that country in order to file for approval in the host nation.
I mean, similarly, we've had news from Pfizer, BioNTech, that they seem to be moving faster than some others. Is there a difference between these different US and European companies, not including the Russian vaccine candidate, in terms of how carefully they're going through the necessary steps? Are all of them well past the required line to feel confident that if they do get good results, we can certainly trust them and go with them?
Yeah, a 30,000 patient trial, which is what's being done here in the United States with some of the leading vaccine candidates, including the one being developed by Pfizer, and I'm on the board of Pfizer. That's a pretty robust trial, and it could be the case that even after these trials read out, if they're successful, the initial approval, if you will, is likely to be an authorization, an emergency use authorization, where it's used in a select population, a high-risk population, maybe frontline healthcare workers or people who are older and more likely to have bad outcomes from the disease. And the regulators would require the vaccine manufacturers to continue to collect information in that context. So it may be delivered in the sort of framework of a registry, if you will, where people get the vaccine, but they're still being followed to look at long-term outcomes. And so this is going to be more of a rolling development program where information is going to be collected after these products get initially authorized. But a 30,000 patient trial is a pretty robust trial. I think the other good news that we've seen in recent days is announcements from the companies that are enrolling these trials that the enrollment's going reasonably well. Moderna said they've enrolled about 8,000 patients. AstraZeneca's enrolled about 8,000 out of 10,000 in the United Kingdom. There was reports that Pfizer's enrolled about 11,000 patients. That's a little bit of an older report. So there's information in the market right now, publicly available information, that these trials seem to be enrolling pretty well.